So Matt Corral is one of the Heisman hopefuls this season here in the 2021 college football year, and he is putting up just monster numbers so far. We're about halfway through the season here, sitting at week 8 as I record this, but he has a 66% completion percentage along with 1,728 yards, 14 touchdowns to just one interception. Now, this doesn't even include the rushing stats that he's accumulated so far this year, but these passing stats have been fantastic so far. And the one thing that I want to highlight is that touchdown to interception ratio. I mean, this guy is taking care of the football, and really, with the efficient stats that he's put up, with the 66% completion percentage, with the touchdown to interception ratio, you know that he is making some pretty big plays out there, taking care of the football, and he's not being overly conservative, which is what you typically see from guys who have such a great touchdown to interception ratio. But I am very impressed with Matt Corral so far, and I would not be surprised if he's the first quarterback taken off the board this year, and he also ends up being the Heisman Trophy winner for the Ole Miss Rebels. Now, there's more to a player than just the stat sheet and all of the numbers that they accumulate over the season. We're going to take a look at the pros and cons to why Matt Corral could potentially be a top 5 pick and even the top quarterback taken here in this upcoming NFL draft. So we're first going to start off with the pros for Matt Corral, and the first thing that stands out to me with him is just his arm strength. He has an absolute cannon of an arm. It is NFL level arm strength, and it's up there with guys like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, who the two of them have the strongest arms in the NFL. This guy throws the ball with the same amount of zip when he releases it. And to tie in with that, he already has the accuracy, which is just amazing. And the best thing is that he can extend the field, and his deep ball has just been phenomenal here in 2021. And really, you ask him to throw the ball at any level, and he's going to make that throw with just a lot of velocity under his throws and with just insane accuracy. I mean, I give props to his wide receivers for consistently catching his passes, but his throws are on the money and they get there in a hurry. So if he needs to make a tight window throw, Matt Corral is your guy. Now, Matt Corral also has a running aspect to his game, has tremendous running ability, and they actually call design plays for him to just run the ball sometimes. He has mobile ability, and he's a borderline dual threat quarterback. So that's what you're looking for in today's NFL game, and you're going to get it if you have Matt Corral as your quarterback. He takes tremendous care of the football, and we already talked about his touchdown to interception ratio. He has just been fantastic this year all around, and he is a winner. He has won every game so far this year, an exception to the Alabama game, but not many teams are beating Alabama anyway, just because of how talented they are. But this guy is a winner. He brings confidence to your squad. I like me some Matt Corral. There's not a lot of bad things to say about Matt Corral. I think he is one of the most polished quarterbacks coming into this draft, and I think that he still has tremendous potential. I don't think that he's peaked just yet. But the one thing that I would say, and this is a very nitpicky criticism, is that he doesn't fully scan the field sometimes. He'll just take a look at his first read at one half of the field, and if it's not there, sometimes he just pulls it down and just runs. But that isn't a bad thing because he's been a smart runner so far this year, and it's really hard to identify any flaws in his game, at least here in the collegiate level. So overall, I think that taking a look at Matt Corral overall as a prospect here just midway through the college football season, I do believe that he is the number one quarterback in this draft, and he has all the tools and skills that he needs to be a top-tier starting quarterback, a franchise quarterback in the NFL, and it's going to be very exciting to watch his career play out. The comparison that I think best fits Matt Corral is Josh Allen. Matt Corral is a much more polished product in comparison to Josh Allen when he was coming out of his draft in 2018. But the two things that stand out to me with these two guys is the insane arm strength for one. I mean, they can both extend the field, throw the ball 50, 60 yards down with complete accuracy. Now, it wasn't like that at the start for Josh Allen, but now that he's playing at an MVP level, really playing at the peak of his career, I think Matt Corral can put up the same type of numbers and bring the same type of ability to his team.
And the other thing I like is their running ability. Matt Corral runs with a lot of physicality. He's not the same build as Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a bigger guy, but a team can use him in the same way, design quarterback power runs, and I think they can get a similar product out of Matt Corral, but I think this is what the ceiling looks like for him, and I think a lot of teams would love to have a Josh Allen type quarterback on their team. So it is currently week 8 of the NFL season as I am recording this, and if the season ended today, this is what the draft order would look like. So I would project Matt Corral to go at the number 2 pick to the Philadelphia Eagles and become the new franchise quarterback there for the Eagles. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.